I had a delightful conversation with a Board of Education member in the hallway during intermission. His name was Mr. Evan Lerner, and he told me a story about when he was in high school. He knew a young pianist named Frank Wildhorn. And Frank Wildhorn happened to compose the piece that Victoria Franco sang tonight. And he was also the composer of the famous Broadway show Jekyll and Hyde. It's probably what he's most well known for. Mr. Lerner shared with me a story that he used to speak to Mr. Wildhorn, and Frank Wildhorn would say to him that I want to grow up and be a composer. And Mr. Lerner told me that Mr. Wildhorn was not nearly as talented as a child as a lot of these kids are here in Bridgewater. And I can definitely vouch for that, myself, being somebody involved in arts in the Bridgewater area. That Bridgewater really has an amazing pool of talent, and don't ever take that for granted. And definitely all the students should make sure that they hold on to that gift, because that's a very, very important gift, that they use it, because they're obligated to use that gift. So I definitely want to thank Mr. Lerner for that story. Also, before I introduce our last act, I want to say that it's been a pleasure being with you this evening, and I'm very happy to help out with the Kimberly A. Nelson Foundation. I think it's a very, very, very important charity, and I know it's close to the hearts of a lot of these students. Our last act is Julia and Tara. And Julia and Tara are both alumni last year, correct? And Julia goes to Montclair, and she studies French and psychology. And, oh, I'm sorry, French? No, not French. Oh, sorry, you're freshmen. I wrote FR. Sorry. They're freshmen. Julia's a freshman at Montclair, and she studies psychology. It's a lot like music. Tara goes to Temple, and to the Esther Boyer College of Music, and she studies music therapy. Oh, actually, there's one more addition. They've been besties since kindergarten. It's very important. And I can't make this up. They told me that they are descendants of the moon goddess Selene. And I guess some of you are supposed to know what that means. Take it away, Lee.
We'll be performing Safe and Sound by Taylor Swift and the Civil Wars, and this is dedicated to Kim Nelson.
I remember you said, don't leave fully succeeded in that. I loved it. You can tell you're besties and you're goddess of Celine too, because your voices literally like do this when you sing, and it's really it's so hard to do. You found your singing twin. I mean, it's really cool. Thank you, Celine, where we are for these girls. Great job, really beautiful.
Thank you.
I couldn't tell if the guitar was a little out of tune or something.
It probably is. Bonnie McKnight.
I was thinking the guitar was a little out of tune because I thought you guys sounded great. I don't know why this is. But that's how I feel like your voices blend. They follow with each other, so I love that.
Yeah.
I thought the guitar was out of tune, but that's not really. That wasn't the problem. I loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was beautiful. You guys are really confident out there, which is so nice to see. You could definitely tell you guys have that best friend connection. You're right. That's a perfect way of describing it. Your voices really followed each other, complemented each other beautifully. It was so nice to listen to. They're very like polished, soothing voices. I loved it.
It's like your vibratos actually like moved at the same time.
Yeah, they were kind of in the same range, the same
All the
The guitar sounded like a harp a little bit to me. It was like a harp.
It did.
It just felt different, angelic. Your voice
Yeah.
was like a haunted. It was cool. Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, we're going to excuse the judges at this time to go deliberate and figure out our winners for the second act. At this time, we're going to take a brief pause. Please remain in your seats, but we're going to set up for a couple special acts right now. The first being Stacy's Mom by the Ensembles. But just give us about a minute to just get everything settled. Okay? So talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.